Hello everyone, it's me again, Side9IQ over and welcome to round number 2 of the World Cup tournament of whatever we call this. What is this World Cup called, Newt? Please tell me. Do you know?
It's a great question. World Cup.
Fantastic, but it is World Cup. I'm here with Newt. I broke my elbow. I'll have another video on that later. So I'm really slow and bad at all the UI interface, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this, but hey Newt, if I am, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Sorry to hear about your elbow. I didn't know that.
We are ready. He was uploading list slowly. All right. Sorry. It looks like Norm's very impatient here. I'm ready to start if you are.
I think he was more worried that we just weren't letting him know. He's so needy.
Loth needy.
This is interesting.
This is a hand. Yeah, no, I broke my elbow.
I'm gonna put one
using
back.
my bad hand. Well, stuck using the hand that doesn't typically use mouse and things. And, you know, can't alt over cards, so it's a good thing I know everything off by heart forever.
One.
You can't beat a 7. You could tie it, but you can't beat a 7.
I could have beaten a 0.
Damn it, you actually have a plot. How dare you? We'll go with yours. It's a lot of health I'm gonna have to break through though at 33.
Good luck, my man.
Same to you.
Alright, well, let's start by rolling up my boy here. Maybe.
Oh, that's just
Seems
mean.
Man, is there a lag for you? There's a lag for me.
No, that's on your end. That's just really mean
We're
start
on Norm's
right there.
table.
Really mean start. Whoops. See, this is the problem with having a broken elbow. I just launched things at the end. It was a special.
Yep. Okay. I mean, same thing we always do. Keep making you play stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have played that, should I? Because then, yeah, this happens.
It's that weird thing to where it's like I don't want to disrupt because I want to be able to play what I can. To, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I should have just let you take it, because now you're having 5 resources you're going to get out of capital ship, and things are looking very bad.
It's a pretty good roll, though.
It's decent, yeah. This tread speeder bike is +1, so this is a 5.
Yeah, I played that quite a bit in Iden.
On the bright side, until you actually get up the capital ship, your removal's pretty weak. Because you're kind of relying on that presence to do things. Oh, that disrupt. Stop rolling money.
What I do. I normally love Small Battles 1 with her, but single die I couldn't go with it.
Let's just discard. Reroll these 3. I mean, we're doing pretty well in terms of rolls.
Hmm.
I'm almost killing someone right now. This is 5 right here, and then, yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Um. Oh, he moved over here. Let's power action the battlefield.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Let's do 5 into Tobias. Maybe I can turn off that trick very, very fast.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes. We will roll in the speeder bike again. Oh yeah, you gotta take an indirect.
Yeah, I thought I put it here.
Okay.
Sorry, I clicked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Too focused though. Well, you are forcing my hand. I did not want to play this one. I wanted to play the ISD. I'm gonna do this right now.
Yeah, I don't think that does a ton against this. Might as well do it like that, because if you remove... Ooh, but you might have power of the tribe. No, this way it counts as power of the tribe, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because the value is increased by 1, so if it was a +2, it'd be a 3.
Yeah, I actually kind of showed my hand, which I was a little worried about, but 2 is 2, so we'll presence it. That's why I rushed this guy out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have done it before the 2 focus, but whatever.
Yeah.
Your dice were already pretty spicy, so.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
I'll stand down for 0.
Mm-hmm.
I have 0 cost removal too!
Full enraged.
Yeah, you just keep making money. 2.
Man.
I wanted to kill Tobias before he got his power action off a second time, but oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Should have just gone after Nita. Could probably have killed Nita.
I really don't like rolling him up by himself because then he has 2 blanks.
I suppose I could have re-rolled the Darksaber a bunch. I had a couple of re-rolls potentially.
Interesting. I'm gonna play I'm gonna play a snub fighter,
Ambush.
ambush. Take a resource.
I'll do 2. I do like that you're using Morgan specifically for the thing. That's cool. But I mean, you do have
It
plenty
used
of
to be
odds.
Snoke. This used to be Snoke.
Hmm.
And we really liked it, but there was like that mix of like abilities and stuff, and we felt like if you didn't get abilities, it was kind of like meh.
Yeah, yeah. We can't do. So for my team, so the format of the tournaments, teams of 4. For my team, I can't. Well, we all have our own styles. I'm not even going to bluff that I have stuff. I'll claim draw. God, you've already got a ton of money again. First action is going to have to be activating the speeder bike because of he can play another Arrestor Cruiser.
Well, I might as well force the immediate activation, right?
By grabbing a second Arrestor Cruiser, yep. Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go 2 here.
Alright.
And we'll pass.
Alright.
Not the best turn 1 for me, but I do have 2 supports out, so there's that.
You have 2 supports and 5 money.
Yeah, but I mean, giving you an extra die like early is rough.
Yes, this is pretty lucky for me, and obviously I do have to just activate immediately, as you said. At least most of my things are power the tribe-y, so you can't really power the tribe both of them because they're all 2s.
That's correct.
Although I guess in this case you can get rid of the resource and things. If he powers the tribes, both of these 2 dice,
Yeah,
that
so
does
I'm
make
just
this
gonna
a
give
1.
us each a resource.
Alright. I will resolve the 1 and kill him, because it was 2. And thank you, Enoch! He's doing things!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is pretty good for Enoch, because even when I am getting decent damage out, it's not going to kill a character turn 1. Like, this is not a kill a character turn 1 or turn 2 deck.
I didn't expect me to be a turn 1 kill deck either. Tobias has 11 health, but he just didn't have the removal.
Yeah.
For so long, because it was presence. I guess that's one thing I've got going for me here.
Yeah.
One thing I've got going for me here is your fairly weak removal. Sweet.
Alright, so I'm actually going to go... We got 2... Yeah, the 2 focus again.
Darksaber's the Darksaber. This is what Vizsla does. It's kind of...
Partition him right now. I'm pull ISD.
Yep. Makes sense. We're just going to long game, blank both of my Vizsla dice in order to play a military strategist for 1.
Seems good. Intel breach.
You have hit Power of the Tribe.
Presence.
Rolling out Enoch. The thing is, though, even with 1 character dead, you might be able to just completely stabilize regardless.
Man, you get so many focuses.
So many focuses, I love it.
Presence, the 2 focus.
Yeah.
Sorry, this one isn't an MA.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, I have no way of getting... Well, I do have a way to get to the 3, I lied. Forget about Chimera, even though I never hit on it.
Hmm. I don't like it. We're gonna discard neutralize. We're gonna re-roll these 4.
That's good.
Okay. Well, indirect is damage. Just.
It's a lot of damage too.
Mm-hmm.
Going 7 with 2 focus out, so. Yay. Hmm.
Hmm. You got some power of the tribe stuff?
No,
Got some
no,
command
nope.
stuff?
I have some blow up removal in this, and I've yet to see it, so.
Mm-hmm. Means I'll be seeing it later, and it'll be a problem for me.
Assuming I'm still alive later.
Later can also mean next game.
It's true.
You just got quite unlucky with that opening hand, I think. Tobias should not be dying basically round 1. No matter how good this Enoch Tread Speeder bike combo is.
Oops, sorry. In the box.
You might be playing me for maximum value or whatever. We flip to the melee.
Quick 3 indirect. Might be lethal right there. What is that? I'm at 20 health. 1, 2, 3.
Military
4, 5,
strategist for 3.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, you're at 12.
Oh, sorry. Did you did? I'm sorry. Did you resolve that?
No, I was just counting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you.
Because I knew this was 3, so I was seeing if you're close to lethal already.
Right. Sorry.
You're at.
When you said 3 melee, I just assumed 3 indirect. I just assumed you was resolving.
No, I said 3 indirect. I was talking about this.
Right. Sorry.
No, but it's still a lot of damage. Alright, well, I just gotta try to do a lot of damage myself, I guess.
Yeah, like your maths, that would bring you to 8. But I mean, things are starting to happen, right? Anyway,
Yeah,
power action military strategist for the 3, as you say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We will resolve the 5.
Okay. Taking 1.
Think I'd rather kill Nita. We will power action Vizsla on the focus for a shield.
Seems good.
Fine. We'll stand down the 3 for 1.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, the stand down. But...
Yeah, I mean... Sure you knew I had it, but...
Roll this guy in now.
Yeah. To Danita. Actually, maybe I won't do the Morgan. Yeah, no, 2 to the Morgan instead, sorry.
No worries.
She can always get the Thrawn stuff, so she is slightly better.
Yep. That's why I wanted this turn 1. I should have gone with it, but...
Well, I'm glad... I didn't even think about it, but I'm glad I removed the 3, because that would have been a Morgan for sure.
He's just turned her on pretty much every round by rolling a bunch of dice.
I mean, you still might get it, because you've got Loth to roll in, you've got stuff,
Yeah. We'll see. Roll him in now is the question.
11 health and 12 health. I still got problems.
Let's roll them in now. See what we get.
Ooh. That kind of terrifies me.
Or nope, not that one.
Yeah, don't pay the cost if you don't have to. I'd probably put that to the 1 range.
Where's your resource side? There we go.
Ah, that's terrifying, isn't it? 2. Yeah, I've got nothing. I'll claim, but I won't draw.
You have done 25 damage in 2 rounds.
This is a lot, yeah. But I feel like in 1 round you're gonna do 20 on me and die and kill me.
How about that?
I mean, you're making just so much money with this team. It's only 3 dice, but you're making so much money. It's impressive. It really is. And look, I've left 2 resources, so you can even arrest a cruiser me and get value. Or is this an assault tank? I mean, that's one way to try and kill me.
I mean, that would be the way to... An assault tank could potentially get me back in the game with 3 rerolls, but I haven't seen it yet, so... Or 3 roll-ins, I mean. I do have a lot of supports. I just need to figure out which order I'm playing these things in.
I mean, not taking... I feel like you have to take the 3 shields on Morgan.
Because as I'm resolving this, that's 3 damage I'm not doing type thing. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm building my board state, but I'm too far behind to where my board state's not going to matter. You're just going to roll.
Yeah, do you need to just take the risk and hope you can kill one of me and then maybe grab either the Darksaber or take out Enoch, who's doing a lot of damage? Yeah. I mean, I'm getting a guaranteed 2 damage off every turn at least with Military Strategist. Military Strategist is such a good card. It's right character only in a deck where your opponent wants to kill Enoch, so it's kind of a risk. But
I'll pay 2 for Snub Fighter.
Ambush.
Activate it.
Well, even more money.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
My board state's gonna be insane. And I'm just gonna lose. It's gonna be ridiculous.
I love those kinds of decks though that build massive board states. This is out of character. Enoch Previsler is out of character for me.
Are you claiming or?
I claimed earlier, yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I just decided not to draw the card because in case you rolled a discard side. But now that I think about it, I probably should have because you discarding a card from my hand wasn't a big deal. But you had Morgan on discard at the time.
So if I God roll, I can get to 14 damage, though.
That'd kill one of them.
Six of that would be indirect, though. So. It's like this best side's indirect, and then something else I could play. The best side's indirect, so. But you know what? I'm just gonna go with it and hope that I have tons of money and I can do. I mean, 3 shields isn't the worst either right now.
You'll also be drawing in potentially some very good removal since you haven't found it yet. There is absolutely a world in which you stabilize here. Even though I've done so much damage, 33 health, base health is a lot to break through.
Okay, yeah. What happened? I can't pick up my die.
There you go.
There. This is always a conundrum. So I don't have anything in there right now. I only have 3 cards in my discard pile.
This is round 2.
Alright, let's do a discard to reroll and see what we get. Because if we get God roll damage, maybe I do just go all out with it. So.
Okay.
Let's see. That is not it.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
Probably have to do that again. But do you want the ugly in first? That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't think there's a way I kill a character this round, so I think I almost think the shields are more important, which is kind of like, why did I just discard this then? Because I could have played it, actioned it, but you get the free action with this thing.
Well, I mean, going into the next round with 4 resources isn't the worst idea in the world because you have command and power of the tribe potentially.
Yeah, so we'll play
Okay.
this, we'll roll it in. We'll action it.
Yep.
We'll roll it back in.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Fears and blanks, baby.
Oh no.
Of course, you do play Rogue. Where's your list? You do play Westars, don't you? God dang it.
Yeah, I play Westars.
Well, the reason I say that is because I have Enrage, but that's more significant putting her at 1 health. So, I'll discard to reroll. There's that 2 focus, but...
It was a tough choice at the very end between Westars and standard issues, and I went with Westars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's something.
Yeah. A little late, but it's there. So we'll do 3 indirect. This will pump 1. And none of those pump this. And I will pass.
Okay.
And then just try to let Nita survive next round. You only have to do 8 damage. And you've been averaging 8 damage a round. No, you've been averaging like 11 damage a
I've
round.
been averaging like 12.
12 damage. 12 and a half damage a round.
But I mean, that doesn't mean things can't change here. This is a no removal hand. I have to win on right now, basically. I'll play... not on that guy, though. Play the blaster instead. Maybe. I want something for I assume I know everything. I should take this off. Yeah, I'm gonna play this blaster rifle.
Good.
Just hope it doesn't god roll me with the 3s. Oh, of course you had the other. Oh, of course you did. Whoops. Whoops. I completely forgot about that.
It gets easy with Nita because sometimes you're like, oh, they haven't pulled it yet, but it's like sometimes it's just in their hand.
Yeah, that was foolish of me. I can assume I know everything for 2, but
at this point I'm just accepting her death, so that's fine.
Yeah, just that is her death. Take my die. My die.
Your die.
Yum, 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 yum.
Right.
Blaster rifle, move over.
And these blanks today.
To Eno. Enoch with all of the dice. Oh, for... No! 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 Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hold on. I'm doing this. I'll let you wait on that. I'm gonna go to the resource.
That's not suspicious at all.
I mean, you take the shield anyway, and it's not a kill, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it just removes one of my dice. But yeah, you're right. Enoch with all of these dice.
Mm-hmm.
And I got basically nothing. That's actually impressive. Might need to do a big assume I know everything though.
Well, I think I have to do it this way. Mainly because, oh man, I don't know. I mean, 2 disrupt. If I take the resource, 2 disrupt is like removing 2 dice still. So I don't think. I think you're so far ahead. I don't know if you care about that. You might. Hmm.
We will focus to the double focus to go to the 2 range and the 3 for 1 indirect.
Seems good. What's this?
No. Jerk. I was so thinking I should just resolve the disrupt. 2 cards left, right?
2 cards.
I'll assume I know everything to get rid of both of those.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you can play blue. Well, of course, I know I have been expecting to use a card.
That's why, yeah, you were looking at that and you're like, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vizsla's dying this round. I just need to try and reroll damage for a bit. We'll just discard, reroll these 3 not damage sides. And get some damage out of it. Nice. It's not lethal yet. Because he does have the 3 shields he can take. And then he can take 3 more shields. But when Vizsla dies, Mission That Never Ends will proc. And then maybe just rolls and kills off that.
Let's try to do this.
I do think what's going to happen here is Vizsla's going to die, and next round I'm just going to roll out and military
lethal
strategy.
+1 right now with the power action.
I do think what's going to happen is I'm just going to roll out next round and military strategist for the kill.
So I think, as much as I hate it, I think I just take the 3 shields.
We'll pop off the 3 shields.
Yep. Now you're not showing lethal, so now it's like, can I try to get to lethal? Well, get in the box.
He still has 1 reroll left with Wolf Neither as well.
Man, oh man, oh man.
I will resolve the 3 melee. Did I take Infamy out? I did.
Man, what this? Look at these rolls. Magnificent.
I'm glad that they're doing you poor. We will power action the Undercity.
Sure.
Draw a card. And put
All
this
strike downs are
one
gone. That's good.
at the bottom.
Oh, you have two
I wish I'd
tricks
done
as
that
well.
earlier. Hmm?
I was just looking at your list of removal. You have tricks as well, and I haven't seen one.
Hmm. Yep. Grab your last discard to reroll.
I'll grab the ISD.
Mm-hmm. I really wish I had done this earlier. Hang on, no I can't. Ignore me. Ignore me. We will resolve the one.
Discard to reroll. See what we get.
Mm-hmm. You got some focus. You can do 9 to somebody. That's a lot. Okay, now I say I wish I'd done this earlier, because I found a second military strategist off of that. We will see if that means he wants to take shields.
Yeah, we'll do 2 indirect.
I will discard to reroll this die. Ah.
Worse.
Need it.
Action this to resolve this.
And it's too late. You can only turn your dice. No, it's any dice. My apologies. Any die. Any die. Yep, completely correct.
Pretty sure.
Sorry. I've played Snub Fighter so many times and I've never noticed that.
That's why these guys. That's why these guys are so good.
Yeah, we'll do one more indirect from the military strategist then. So much damage, but like maybe you need the shields.
Yeah, but I mean, you just saved 4 damage now. Like this, I can't even kill him now. By rolling him into lethal.
It was very lucky of me. I mean, there's 2 more games of this, potentially.
That's not you. It's so annoying. I could have at least killed him and put damage into him, and it's like.
I feel like Mission That Never Ends probably would just kill North at that point, but yeah. Yeah, I will take my 1 shield.
Yeah.
Mission That Never Ends.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lose with it anyway, so.
This one's got very good dice for this, and nope.
Hey, I accept.
Okay, resource and a shield. And then I claim.
Sweet, I'll take a buck. And you play Western, I just lose.
Hopefully. Even if I don't, it's going to be difficult to get through 2 military strategists.
Yeah, if you draw Western, we'll scoop and go to game 2. So I have no healing or shields out of hand. Yep. There you go.
Right.
Oh, shoot.
Good game. Good game. Well played. But this is a best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, let's just research. Probably easier.
Alright, so that game one went well, but that was a lot of luck, I feel like. I got quite a lot of focus sides on that Dark Saber. Got to make sure not to make that mistake again with the Tobias, so got to be careful of that. Of course, he did naturally roll the special, which is a 1 in 6, so that is good for me, I suppose. A Westar opening, Django Fett's Westar opening. Westar, Django Fett's Westar is both great here. And toss the other 3, try and find long shot or something like that. Do I want to keep a neutralizer around just in case? Yeah, I'll keep a neutralizer around just in case. Okay.
Okay. We'll go with yours.
Oh.
Because I'm a sweetheart. I'll let you play on the battlefield you brought. Thing is, like, even if I have a plot, like, I feel like you're faster than me, so that's...
I mean, you're like one of the slowest possible decks in the format, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know. Maybe not slower than Norm's listening. Maybe not slower than... Oh, he's not listening, is he? Maybe slower than... Not slower than Norm's draw every single round decks.
I'm just going to start with a roll like that. Hit a 3 melee, two indirect. That's pretty good. Just removing both of those.
I'll make money later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Command them both.
For sure. We'll play a Django Fett's Westar, remove the last one for a resource.
Love it. We'll roll into Nat roll special 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I'm just rolling it up.
Okay.
I don't have a cool tread speed in this time, so I like double up with.
You don't even have a red upgrade to do. That's just I mean, it's still a resource, but...
Yeah, it still gets me a resource. It's not awful. Okay, fine. Pass. Pass. I'll take the shield.
Stupid disrupt. What a weird turn 1. This has already been.
I'll make money later, he says. Okay, if I don't play the card, we end up with 1 resource each. If I play the card, we end up with 1 resource each. I might as well save
I have
the
like...
card.
Oh, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 8 ramp cards in this. I didn't see one. I probably should have mulliganed a little harder than...
It's funny. I'm doing the maths and this kind of comes out as pretty much identical, but I suppose if you have Enrages or something in hand, we will neutralize it.
And ambush.
Ambush, I'll pass. Because the thing is, if you do it and then I just claim and resolve a double disrupt, like, that's not much different, right? But this way I keep my disrupt out, so I guess I'm threatening to you claiming, I suppose. And then I can always re-roll it afterwards.
I mean, my claim doesn't really mean much, so... But that's it, though, is even if I had 2 resources to take, you just claim into a 2 disrupt.
So this is just stopping your Tobias's power action potentially. It's funny that I keep calling him Tobias instead of Beckett. I used to always call him Beckett. I played him a lot, but now I'm calling him Tobias for some reason. You know, I broke my arm and I became more formal, I suppose.
Man, what a weird... Here, let's intel breach. What a weird turn one.
You've hit my military prowess. You get to get a card back.
Yeah, I'll take Trek back, I guess.
Gain a point on crucial intel.
Yeah.
I will pass one more time. Want to grab something from Nita?
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't want to fill my hand up. Ugh.
I did no damage to you round one. This is a really strange set of turns.
I've got no... But at least you got an upgrade.
I'm out-ramping you, yes.
Oh my god, we'll pull a Ruster.
Naturalize and military prowess are both really good cards, though. I'm losing. Pass.
Discard to reroll.
Pass. I'm not gonna change my mind because a discard to reroll.
Discard to reroll.
Pass. Okay.
I don't want you rerolling it. I don't want you rerolling anything.
Yeah, totally. You can just pass at any point.
Yeah, but there was always the chance that you discard to reroll before, so then I can Tobias, then I can, I'll call him Tobias too. Then I can Tobias PA.
Totally.
But
do I Blaster Rifle here? Do I West Stars here? Probably just West Stars. The Blaster Rifle is pretty good, but I don't have any of the cool stuff with it yet.
Game.
I just play out a West Star.
Seems okay.
Gonk Troy is going to be great for when he buys PAs. Let's just roll out Vizsla. We're going to do the 1 damage ping to Beckett. Not damage this time around.
Not the god rolls, yeah, not the 2 focus every single time. Take 2 damage off that.
That's upsetting, man.
Let's enrage.
Let's roll in Enoch.
Yeah.
That's a little better, but +2 is not amazing. Trick at 2. I'll get rid of the +2, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll discard this Blaster Rifle and I will re-roll 4. I think I can do better than single shield on Vizslad's dice. This is a cocked die. I will re-roll it.
Sure.
Okay, wow. Now that's a god roll.
Is. I guess I can just not play anything again. That's always fun. Or do I just take a bunch of damage? 6, 10, 12 damage.
14.
Is it? 6, 8, 10. You're right, 14. Ugh. And I can even see the thing is I can still only save 5 of that.
Power of the tribe confirmed.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I showed it to you. Yeah, remember with Trick?
I had completely forgotten.
Well, I was going off the assumption you hadn't.
Listen, I'm not in the. I'm not loopy off of meds or anything like that, but I'm out of practice.
Yeah, I mean, I have to risk it. It's just if I don't get a board state, I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah.
But I can't just lose a character this round, so. At least it's all mixed damage.
That's always the problem of turn 1 removal. Like, I remember this being like the ultimate problem back with Snoke Gideon, was just like, oh yeah, you either remove the 2 resources from Gideon or else you're just dead. But then you don't do anything and you're dead. So 8 indirect. It doesn't quite go nicely into the 3s. It doesn't quite nicely divide.
7, 8.
Okay. Put Nita to 1. You can put Beckett to 1. Both of those work. We will do the 4 melee into Beckett.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, he's still your spot yellow character for that second trick you may have.
No power action him.
Okay. I'll play a Gonk Droid.
Shroud.
I'll roll in the Gonk Droid.
Pull the ISD out.
Gonk Droid rolled a Disrupt. That's really relevant here.
Alright. We will greed.
Ah, you got it. Yeah, yeah. I'll get around that. Oh yeah, I suppose it also turns off greed, doesn't it?
I know, which one? Yeah, it does. It's like her best and worst side right now because it doesn't tick her up, but it's a 2 melee damage. It's 2 damage. So, like, we'll do this. Take a buck and then just play that.
Pass. Okay, well I can't stop that. They're all the top side, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could go this, it'd be -1 point, so.
Yeah,
Or
although it takes up by 1 more. But
same with her. She has the 1. Oh yeah, it does take this up by 1 more, yeah. You're right.
it's taking it by 1 regardless. I can't really wait for that Thrawn die to come out though, and it's a 2 melee on top, so like that's just a mistake to do that. So I am just going to disrupt, and I will.
Yep, I think that's the right call.
Do that one.
Go 3 over here.
We will claim, smack into bias the 3.
I don't have a lot of dice for that 2 focus, but if I have, and then I have to hope to get the damage sides.
Oh. Okay. See, now I'm close to death here. Things are getting risky.
And we'll pass.
Wish I'd put that Westar on Nanok instead. Okay, well, I can override Westar, I suppose. If I do that, he has a chance to do something, though, with the activation and kill. So I think I have to just do this and then play, like, Power of the Tribes and stuff. Night Trooper can help deal with the fact that I will be taking a lot of damage. Yeah, I think the correct choice is to just ping off, finish him off.
Yeah.
But I took way too much damage there. That I'm comfortable with. That's a good roll, though.
Christ. Tis.
But you have the Power of the Tribe. Yep, yep. Roll in Enoch.
Oh my lord.
That's very, 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 very good.
Freaking A, man.
I do have a Westar to roll in if I want to not take the money.
I mean, your rolls are just keeping me off my own ramp. Like, I have to remove, otherwise you just kill characters. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a Vizsla 5-die start will do that, yeah.
Truce.
Into... Ah, let's see if this works.
Let's go there.
Whichever one it will hit, it won't hit the, won't be able to match up to the pluses.
I'm kind of thinking this, but then you just re-roll this anyway, because you want to get if you want to decide you want to get it in twice. It's not the greatest die. His dice is just too good to re-roll. I think I do this because even if you hit the, if you hit the special, it's a resource, but
yeah,
if you hit the special, you can't roll anything in at least. So.
Well, I'm taking your money. That's not very effective.
Almost 2-die removal there.
I get the money, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I said almost. Not quite, but...
I'll play a Night Trooper.
Seems good.
When Enoch dies, I'll be able to still do things. Those disrupts are kind of annoying, but not that big of a deal. I mean, that is a lot of your damage that you'll be losing if you do that. We'll roll in the gonk. Damn it, gonk. Night Trooper. Show me arranged. Okay. Ouchie, ouchie. Fastest shot in the West. We'll discard military strategist because it's red only. I'll keep the Westar die out. Better.
That good old gonk focus.
Yep.
Discard to reroll all these.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remove it, right? Otherwise, it's just dead. So you neutralize, remove the 2 melee, and then with the ambush action, we take the resource. And be like, haha, do you want to resolve your 2 disrupts? resolve those 2 disrupts, he's kind of done for his turn. He knows that. He hasn't managed to build a board state at all this second game. Very lucky for me. I could take the Tobias die instead of the Enoch die if I wanted with those, yes. And that's the cute thing about Mission That Never Ends as well. I get to roll out all of Enoch's dice. Which is ridiculous. I can't believe they ruled it this way. Okay. Power of the tribe, both of them.
That is probably game right there.
Yeah. You just could not build that board state.
Yeah, I mean, lethal on Tobias turn 1 again. I was just like, or turn 1,
2.
I was just like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, last game was turn 2. This one would have been turn 1 if I didn't remove dice. Like, you had more than 11 damage showing.
It was some of that was indirect,
14,
wasn't it?
right?
But yeah.
You had 14 damage showing.
Yeah. Some of it was indirect.
Either way, it was a dead character.
Yes.
If I didn't remove stuff, so.
The dice gods definitely favored me in the rounds here. Focus to the 2 range and flip this to the 2 range. That's his top side. The fact that I removed those dice instead of letting you resolve them means that you didn't get the Morgan die the second time around as well. I mean, yeah, you gotta try and get some compensation. You get the compensation. Alright, kill Nita. Let me take his die just before I lose.
Fine.
Alright. Let's see what these dice can do.
4 blanks.
Yeah, this one's over here. Double focus.
You can go. I think
How do I? 4. 5. I can go to. Oh yeah, no, I can go to the 3 here and the resource here. Resolve the resource. Resolve the 3. Resolve the 3.
6. 1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And then I will take.
We'll call it, dude. We don't have to go any further. There's no
I'll
way.
take this
All I
one.
have is an ISD out and 3 resources to start.
I haven't. I can override Django's with another West Star as well, but I don't have the battlefield, so.
Yeah, I would have gotten 1 removal for next round.
Oh, okay.
So,
I would have had another power of the tribe. Yeah.
yeah, I would. So this is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I didn't see my tanks a single time this game, did I?
You did not.
Either games.
You did not. Those are
this would have been my hand.
Those can just roll me off the table if you get lucky, for sure.
Well, like turn 1, I got those arresters out. Like if I had a tank to roll in, get 3 roll-ins.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, never found him. But that's okay. GG, man. Yeah, no, me and Norm were talking about this last night. Obviously, yours is a little different than his. But like I said, being able to almost take down broken Marin, where like, yeah, this deck has to be top tier. Like it's got to be insanely aggro.
I threw this together as one of the 6 decks I threw together. Listen, just in the 2 hours before this game, I thought this is probably pretty good. I just went from, I started with full burn and I ended up going back around into bounty hunters and then back around into this.
Turn 1, I don't know if it matters, but I probably should have just accepted the death of a character and just ramped. But I was just like, with Enoch and me being able to take the dice, it was like more dangerous. So I was like, I don't really want you to get one of my dice.
That's what. Yeah, the Enoch taking the dice part is very important for this deck to deal with that kind of thing, I think, because otherwise, yeah, you will just out health whatever I'm throwing at you.
Like I said, you were showing 14 damage. 8 of it was indirect, so I could at least choose which character's going to die.
Yeah, so you could probably have let Nita die,
probably, or her. But
yeah,
like the potential value of her
she's got
getting
2 dice
die out
yeah.
and enrage and yeah.
I feel like you want her for the 2 dice and you want Tobias for the resource still.
Power action.
Hey Norman.
Yeah.
Hello. Good games, fellas. What a tough match.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I was just telling him how we were talking about last night how that deck had so much potential with Caseros playing into broken Marin, and it still was like.
I never realized anyone had built this before.
I mean, it didn't beat broken Marin, but I think that the deck is like legitimately super scary.
I mean,
really scary.
I looked at Casero's deck list whilst I was in the waiting of it, and I'm like, wow, we'd be very different here. I think you want those tread bike speeders as well. Those are amazing with this.
Well, and your use of military strategists is excellent. Love that. That is I think that's an underappreciated card.
Such a good card that no one plays.
Oh, it really is. Yeah.
Well, but what's cool is like like he was mentioning is everything that he gains becomes a trooper die. Like it's a die now. So.
Yeah, for sure. I can't believe they actually ruled it that way. I never thought they would rule it that way. That like once Enoch dies, you remember what dice he had. It
was previously ruled like that, right? With the thug droids. And I think that's why is they just stuck to the same ruling. So like when the thug droids go to a scoundrel, that becomes that scoundrel's dice.
Yeah.
So now they are scoundrel dice.
Getting to roll in 4 dice from Mission That Never Ends is kind of gross.
Even though that was pretty busted.
Probably wasn't that relevant this game, but whoa.
Oh no, I think it was. I mean, it was after that game.
Turn one. That's the reason I went for him first.
Yeah.
Even though he has 50% damage sides, it was strictly for it's going to take less than if he has 3 or 4 dice with.
And you get Darksaber, which is nice.
Turn 2, I was like. Game 2, I was like, let me try a different strategy and see.
Yeah, if I can just try and get my dice off the board as quickly as you can. Give yourself time.
But it was just too slow. I literally didn't have anything out after turn 1 because I was looking at 14 plus damage. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's also one of those things where since we can see each other's deck lists, like part of it, of course, is going after Beckett because of the resource generation, but part of it as well is the fact that I was able to be like, I know that turns off some cards like Trick.
Normally a turn 1 wouldn't be as broken. I should have mulliganed better, so I kept the command, but I also kept like a Trick and some other stuff. I should have kept the command and gotten rid of everything else because I have like 8 resource cards out of hand.
Yeah.
Because then at least if I get like a Truce, Enrage, Greed, something like that, I can still play something after I remove.
Yeah, because I have to roll out, right? And then I can't play my upgrades. I'm a mixed deck of upgrades and supports, but I can't play the upgrade side. So, and you can get good value out of that.
If I can save 5 damage and then potentially get to 4 resources, knowing Nita can pull me a 4-cost support whenever I want, like I have potential there. You also had that 2 disrupt sitting, or that 1 disrupt sitting.
That was just so
that
killer.
That was another thing. Is like I couldn't do anything because it's like. Even if I get up to 2 resources, you claim and you disrupt me too. So it's like that actually might be closer to where it was at.
I was just sat there trying to math it out. Like, is it worth even playing Naturalize? He takes 2 resources, and I claim and remove the 2. But I suppose this is stopping the power action. So
yeah. But no, it's a very strong deck, man. I like it. I like how it's built. I didn't see a single thing in there I wouldn't, I would critique adding.
The Premors is the thing that I'm critiquing myself. I don't know if they should be tanks, but I just went with Premors naturally because long game plus the fact that there is a 3 or less.
I just like this more. I like this more than Truce and Greed because if you don't have a focus, you just discard to reroll it anyway. So it's just like a resource without your opponent getting any benefit.
So. I did want to fit Greed in here as well, but I was worried that I'd have too much money. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just... Sometimes I will just have to take money on Enoch special, and I'll just have money.
Yeah.
I think it's real clever.
And
even
his
things like,
his dice isn't amazing, so taking a resource off him early isn't bad either. You know, it's like
right. And, well, but the other reason long game's great here is because you have a way to do something with a blank die that you might not otherwise get to.
Yeah,
I mean, was it game 1 he did this, and he had like the 2 focus showing, so it was like if he really had to, he could just 2 focus right back to whatever he wanted. I was like, ugh.
I actually couldn't play my long game in the first round. I was like, I'm sat here going, but my dice are too good.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to blank anything.
And also Enoch's focus is severely underrated, but it's so good with Darksaber. Because I can just chain. I just can always chain if I need to.
Yep.
Yeah, and then gonks are obviously good because like your worst topside's like a 2.
Yeah. Enoch's pretty good with gonk. There's nothing particularly gonkable specifically, but just gonk in general is just value here.
Westars are good with gonk.
Westars are good with gonk.
Darksaber's good with gonk.
Darksaber's okay with gonk. It's the third best side on Darksaber, but it's still our third.
It's just the expectation that I'm rolling in so much dice, something's going to be on a bad side, and gonk can fix it to something damagey.
And all of his sides, you'll always find a reason for his sides. You know, discard can always be solid. Resource, shield, disrupt, focus. Obviously, like, it's gonk is amazing for one. Yeah, no, dude, I love your deck. This is one I don't play this much, but
hey, that's the critique one. Yeah, could that be a standard issue blaster or something else instead? Don't know.
I think if you were playing Greed, then standard issue blaster for sure.
I'm not. That's why.
This has mixed. It kind of goes into the whole mixed damage thing, and you get 2 resolves out of it, even if it's like a subpar.
I have enough trooper supports as well that I can throw it into that side once I get that going.
Well, it also gives you those things. So, like when you played the Westar here, and you're like, "Oh, I kind of wish I would have played the Westar over here." If this was a thing, you can move it over here, override it for a Westar type thing. And do stuff like that. So, it gives you options.
I don't hate it, but I might.
And with all the mixed damage, like this was a blowout card.
That was so crazy. Yeah,
I was just like, ugh. Granted, I could still get a reroll out of it, but I mean, if I had all 3 of those cards to reroll, there's a chance I can stand till the very end. But then only getting the 1 reroll with my Nita power action.
Yeah, I mean, so this is how it was going, right? I had just finished building Iden Skreeg. Iden Skreeg with Armored Reinforcement, and I was like, but this Tread Speeder bike, is there any card I can play with Tread Speeder bike? And that's what made this happen.
Or not last set, yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I've got so many mixed sides, I can just abuse the heck out of this.
Yeah.
Yep. Now this is the deck for Assume I Know Everything and Stand Down and Military Strategist for sure. It's cool. Real cool.
I mean, you could potentially just turn 1, roll out 3 different damage sides just by rolling him out with Darksaber on him.
Oh yeah.
I look at Assume I Know Everything and I go, I feel like this is a very, very strong card. It's difficult to find a deck for it to fit in, and I think this might be the deck for sure.
Oh yeah. No, I think.
I mean, think if you just roll him out first and you hit that melee ranged indirect, and it's just like, I guess I'll pay 1 to discard you 3.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. And as we were seeing, this is very resistant to Power of the Tribe as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of all the 2 sides.
Just naturally Vizsla. And the Tread Speeder bikes become 2 sides everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's like these 2 right here and the Night Trooper, all 3 of those, you have so many Trooper dice just because everything he gains becomes his die, which is Trooper. So it's like, on top of already having 4, it's even better.
And just because I needed a little bit more melee, I have the 1 off Empty's Nest.
I can't believe you have that in there. Like, that blew my mind.
It's melee and it can do AoE damage, which I figured you would be bringing a 3-wide deck potentially. So that was my compromise. The 1 off Empty's Nest.
I enjoy it.
I could have probably played the Gideon thing that's like the +1, +2, +3 on the Enoch and stuff.
Yeah,
but then
or maybe
I was worried about matching that up if Enoch dies too fast.
I was thinking like a late Medal of Bravery play, maybe. Like you just hold on it and you like override it to get 1 or 2 more value on something.
So, Medal of Bravery is one of those things where whenever when someone hands me a deck and it's got Medal of Bravery in it, I think it's amazing and I love Medal of Bravery. When I'm putting it into my own decks, I'm like, what if they just remove the character dice? They're getting so much extra value from command.
Well,
and Power of the Draw.
Yeah, it's you have to have a lot of patience to play it. You don't. I mean, the turn you play it, you want it to be. It's like you draw out the removal first, then you get max value. But then yes, going forward, it's like why don't they just remove it at that point? But yeah.
It's if you're trying to do some more overriding shenanigans sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, the list is of course tight as it always is. The one-off Django Fett West Star just because I felt like it.
I mean, this is a great one because it should redeploy. Good, fine sides for a 2 cost, but the ability to just like gain value out of like a bad die.
Yeah, I'm just not certain if
it's got a built-in greed to it.
I'm just not certain if Vizsla sides are bad enough for West Star to play because I just don't have yellow dice otherwise. But
yeah, I mean, I would surmise that on some additional reflection, you might be able to tweak it and like make it even tighter, but the core of this deck is just so dadgum good.
Yeah.
And it just is so punchy that it can deal with decks that have 10 more health and like it's like you're cutting through butter. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I think that this is going to be a top contender down, for the set.
I maybe shouldn't have played it so soon. I had no idea it was going to be this effective against such high health. I was looking at the lineup and going, I'm going to have to kill someone once that happens.
I don't have to use them. Yeah, I don't have to do as much brain power now because I can just look at yours. But yeah, we had already started talking about it last night after the way it was performing with Casero, and like I was already starting to say like, oh, what about with this card with it? What about this card? Like this was one of them. I was thinking like this is just busted with this. Like it gives you tempo. It gives you a great die. Like. So good.
I guess I'll have to publish this then to make sure that everyone has this.
Game Slayer's deck. Yeah, we have these streams too.
I had no idea Casey had made this.
It just needs to be called the Casero Slayer now.
No, it was a great deck, man. I really enjoyed seeing it destroy me.
Thank you. Look, I love what your deck is doing. I was so happy to see on round 2 you have 14 resources worth of stuff on the board.
Yeah, but you had already killed a character.
I know. I felt so bad when you started rolling that badly because you had so much stuff, and I want ramp decks with so much stuff to win. I love ramp. This is not me. Enoch Vizsla is not me. Ramp is me. I love that.
And that's what I was saying. That's why you didn't hear the conversation. And we were talking in the beginning how we literally were playing like decks that the other like this is literally my type of deck.
Yeah.
But I was thinking he was gonna go like a 3-wide like ramp deck. So I was like, I was either gonna play Mill or I was gonna play this, and just to be like, hey, let's see who can out ramp each other. And then he played just a hard aggro 2-wide. I'm like, that's my favorite kind of deck. That's what I like to go to.
Yeah.
See, he was thinking that I play 3-wide ramps, and he thought this would be good into it because I have been playing some 3-wide stuff recently.
Yeah. I was originally thinking to myself, the first deck I built off of this, I was trying to make like a Django Dengar Bounty Hunters deck with double Chem Strike and gas bombs and stuff, and I was going to go full AoE, and I was like, but what if he just brings a 2-wide aggro? I can't do that.
That was one of my other contentions, was one of my favorite decks, and it's kind of control aggro, but it's flexible leadership with Django and NuteShunsRey.
Yeah, that's the namesake.
It's even hard for me to say his name because I just say NuteShunsRey now, but it was NuteShunsRey. No, but and I love that deck with flexible leadership because like you have like the whole Jabba's Palace with Grand Moff that redeploys. You have generals, obviously amazing, and it's just play big stuff and then do big damage. But
I don't know. Flexible leadership's usually a dead card because you just don't lose your characters, right?
Yeah, I just thought this would be super flexible into it, and to what you were going to play. I never would have guessed this in a million years.
I guess that those 2 hours of sitting in the tank worked out. I guess
it worked out, man. Good deck choice, good deck build, and
thank you.
Yeah, they're both leaders too, right? Oh no, he's not a leader, but
no, they're both troopers. That's the thing.
Okay, what's the call on this then? Just because it's more dice?
I had to choose between the tank and the Premier Enforcer. Basically, I was worried I'd have too much money.
They're both leaderish, so I think this is probably the right call on that.
I was like, I went with Enoch because if Vizsla dies, the tank turns off. Premier Enforcer doesn't necessarily turn off because it's already started. And Enoch can always special to roll it in if I want, even though it's not a great die. That's all. I probably don't need this at all, and I could slot something tighter in this.
I was like, what other good 3 costs that could fit into it? That is just good with his, I guess, his special.
Z6? Or is that hero?
So Z6 is an interesting one.
Z6 is both.
Just
You've got Light Repeat and Blaster as well. You've got Swoop Bike.
I think Z6, though, just for these like 3-wide types, I mean, being able to do 4 damage with its special. And it rolls in. It rolls in when you play on a trooper and you have 2 troopers.
My problem is Light Repeat is kind of just better, but it's a little less consistent.
You think so?
Yeah. Light Repeat Blaster has redeploy. Z6 doesn't. That's my big thing.
Z6, yeah, I think that's the big one, is that Light Repeater has redeploy.
Yeah. You have, what, 3 redeploy weapons in this? The 2 Westars and Django's?
2 Westars, Django. Blaster Rifle is technically redeploy, I think.
In a way, yeah.
And the Electro Ripper. Oh, wait, never mind. It doesn't.
It takes a lot of guts to play military strategist, though, with this.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it was great.
With Enoch on 10 health.
That's a great
and playing it on a 10 health character, but I think you had played it after I had already showed that I had intended to go here.
Yeah.
So it was.
You play it because it does 3 damage out of hand. The rest of it doesn't matter.
You always roll him out first. So. No, man, it was a great deck, dude. Good job. Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks for streaming, Norm. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, thank you very much for showing up.
No prob. And feel free to steal it for your channel.
I've been recording it on my end. This has gone on decently well. I thought my commentary would be absolutely awful considering my position, but this has gone on pretty well, I think.
Well, I don't feel like you need to ask my permission. That's all I'm saying. You can, if you want it, you have it.
Yeah. Think how weird this would have been, Norm. If you and me had actually stuck around and had a conversation last night, there's a good chance I could have brought this today. Think how weird that would have been, seeing this mirror up, stealing each other's dice.
Oh my god. So Moordotz, of course, his game against the Brazilian, I forgot his name right now. Sorry, I'm so sorry that I forgot his name. But then they ended up walking and they both put down Ayla Sabine mirror.
Yeah.
Just after Casey had finished being in the Discord, had been like, we haven't seen a single character twice in this tournament yet.
Yeah, and then it's like
it's a direct mirror immediately afterwards.
Womp womp.
They both just copied Eric's, but we slightly fine-tuned it. And sorry.
Congrats, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Especially to Mr. Game Slayer here.
Thank you.
We'll end the stream. All right, we're out.
Indeed, this being me against Nanac, Thank you guys so much for watching.
Lined up for the other 2 games.
Signing off.
I didn't even see the match.